I love Nordstrom Rack. You know, like, let's look at America. Like, if they can buy something designer at a price they can afford, like, let's celebrate that.
I made it nice. Going with the wind, fabulous.
That's my opinion!
Welcome, ladies. You both look amazing.
Aw, thank you.
And also, welcome to RHONY.
Thank you.
Yes.
The newbies.
The newbies.
yes.
How does it feel to be on this season?
Well, I think it's been great. We got to know each other, which is a plus. And it was a really fun time. Yeah, wonderful group of women. So, yeah.
It was a wild ride, but we had so much fun. And that was nice to like meet new people and then actually like them.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
That's the caveat. Like, you have to like them.
Well, you hope that you like them,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah.
Kind of nice to see a little partner in crime moment. You both were going in together. What was that like just between the two of you getting to know each other?
Well, I think we kind of bounced off of each other to like, what happened with you? Is everything okay? Like, are you good?
Like text late night?
Yes, and a lot of phone calls.
And phone calls, just like, what is going on? I was told this, or it was nice not being the only new person.
And I think one of our first events all together, there was some previous drama that had to be hashed out, and she and I were just on the sidelines. We are not wading in.
You were like taking the popcorn, like,
we were like, this
Exactly.
is not our drama to talk about, and so that I felt
And
like
had we been on our own, I don't know how that would have played out.
think
That
we'd
would have
have just
been
been
way
sitting
more
by ourselves.
complicated. Yes.
Yeah. And did you ever think you would join reality TV? Is that something that you ever thought about?
Never in a million years.
No.
I'm not a reality TV watcher. I'm not a viewer. So this is a complete shock to everyone in my life.
I would say the same.
Yeah.
My husband said, why do you want to do this?
Right, exactly. Can we talk about this again?
Bringing in a lot of people into your personal lives. But you know, it honestly takes so much courage, I feel like, to do that. Was there anything that surprised you about joining the show?
I think the friendships. I didn't really expect. I wasn't sure what to expect. Let's just put it that way. Whether or not I would be welcomed, and so it surprised me that they just open arms, which was amazing.
I think that obviously having only seen season 1, I was like, what is it going to be like to be with these women? And they're wonderful. And we had so much fun together. And so that was a relief because you just don't, you only see what you see on TV and you never know if it's actually going to be, crazy or wild. And it definitely gets wild.
Yes.
And there's some drama, but like, I love
There's
these women.
definitely drama.
And as newbies, did you both bring some drama? Did you maybe stir the pot a bit?
Maybe. I mean, maybe not, but
Maybe not.
Yes, there's.
Gotta get your footing in,
You gotta do it.
Gotta make your mark.
I mean, listen. Not only that, drama just naturally comes to some extent in relationships, right? And when you're
Definitely.
spending like a close amount of time with friendships, and it's just gonna happen. It's just how you handle it, I guess.
I wasn't waiting in. Not for me. Not now.
Rebecca, obviously you are a successful entrepreneur. You are very well known in the fashion industry. What was your decision to decide to put yourself out there on, a national stage?
I think that since day one, I have been in touch with and connected to my customer when that was even taboo. And this was just an opportunity to show another side of myself, the playful, funny side. And we're all shown on the show as multifaceted women. And I think it's great for America to see strong, successful, powerful. We are not housewives, right?
No.
None of us is
And we're
a
all
housewife.
pretty much entrepreneurs, actually.
Yeah. So to show that to America was an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, and to get to know like the woman behind such a big name, I feel like is always really exciting to kind of show like this is what goes into all this work and dedication.
Yeah, for sure. You'll see that peppered in, like a day at the office, the collaboration we have with Wicked coming up. So you get to see the work side of me too.
Awesome, we're very excited. And Racquel, who were you close to on the show prior to joining?
Prior to joining, I was close to Jenna, and I had gotten to know Sai a little bit, but I didn't know any of the other women at all, even though we kind of must have crossed paths somehow.
In like
I'm
the New York
sure.
scene, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, Sai actually pulled up an old photograph and was like, "Girl, I knew that was you. I saw you 3 years ago at this Dior thing at the Guggenheim." I was like, "Yeah, that would have been me." And she's like, "Here's the picture." So we definitely all crossed paths, but I knew, you know, I've known Jenna for years now. When we first met, we were both going through a similar situation, and it really made us bond quickly.
Yeah, and that's something we see in the first episode about that
Yes.
situation. How did that, you know, bring you guys together and closer?
Well, neither of us knew anyone else going through this, right? And I think, well, it might be a little more common now, it seems, if you know, read the press and stuff of women coming out later in life. But it was, we had children the same age. We were both living in Brooklyn. I mean, the coincidences could not, it was just like we were meant to meet and help each other through that process, which was a crazy one.
Of
I mean,
course.
yeah, you just don't know until you're in it, and it was nice to have that support.
Would you say even through the show you're still as close as you
I think we've
were
gotten
back then?
closer, actually. Yeah, I think this show has brought us a lot closer because we've gotten to know each other in a deeper, different way. Yeah.
And out of all the ladies, who are you surprised to like hit it off the most with?
I would say I was surprised to hit it off with Sai, just because watching the first season, which I dove into after when I was told, I was like, they were like, don't come in here blind. So it was like, oh God, I think we might butt heads. We're both like strong Puerto Rican women, you know, that could go one way or the
spice.
other, exactly. And so we really hit it off, and so that was nice. Yeah.
I think for me it was Uba. I think similar to the edit I saw of her in the first season, one might be scared or have preconceived ideas of, you know, her anger, and she is the loveliest human and so kind and thoughtful and soulful, and so she was great.
Also, coming on the show and having this background that you get to share with Jenna, having that representation, why does that matter to you to be on a national platform?
Listen, you know, you don't see a lot of queer families on television and get to dive into their lives in such a, you know, personal way, right? This is not just a television show where you see this is actual real life. So it was very important to me for the world to see. You know, there are more commonalities than not. And, you know, while I live in New York and you think, oh, nobody gives a shit about that. You know, listen, the real world, yes, it is still something that some people have some, you know, difficulty with. So I was excited to be able to show the world a fun family.
And also, you know, I feel like growing up in New York City, you see everyone, right?
Yeah.
And that is what makes this city amazing. It's just this melting pot, and it always has been. So to be able to see whether where you come from, who you're married to, or anything like that, it matters on a national stage.
I mean, look at America. It is incredibly diverse, and that's what should be reflected on our screens, which is why I'm so proud to be a part of this group, because we are all so different, so diverse, and it just makes it multifaceted and interesting.
And I think it's a true reflection of New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
In the trailer, we saw some teases. There was a little bit of a pregnancy tease. Is that something you guys want to comment on? Is that something we might see play out?
Well, I can confirm that I am not pregnant.
Not you.
That would be very difficult on my end.
Watch and see.
Watch and see. I feel like there's a lot of those watch and see moments. We also saw a lot of pigeons going on. Is
New
that a
York
special
City.
meaning, maybe? Hidden
Well,
meaning?
you know, New York City, it's like our bird.
Unfortunately, it's our bird.
In the trailer, we also saw some jabs being thrown, maybe a little shade from Brynn. Do you address those at all? What was in your head when you heard it?
I love Nordstrom Rack. You know, like, let's look at America. Like, if they can buy something designer at a price they can afford, like, let's celebrate that. So that was not shady to me. I was like, thank you, Brynn. Thank you.
You were like, free advertising.
Exactly.
Go to Nordstrom Rack and buy it.
Yes, very
Rebecca,
true.
also, you know, we see in the trailer, Brynn ask you about your relationship to the Church of Scientology.
Yeah.
Why did you want to come and talk about that, knowing that it will be probably something on people's minds?
You know what? It's part of who I am. I was raised Jewish and in Scientology. I'm proud of it. Life is really stressful. So for me, this has been a place that I turn to deal with stress, being a better communicator, being a better mom. And so that's who I am.
Is it something that your whole family embraces?
Yes.
One thing also I'd love to ask, this season, can you describe it in one word?
Oh, gosh.
We have the same word.
Yes, we do.
What is it?
Roller coaster.
Yep.
We've been hearing that a lot. We've been
Yes,
hearing,
that's the
Uba
theme.
said cluster which is technically two, but
well, mine was
a hyphen
emotional
there.
roller
That's what I
coaster.
said. There's kind
See,
of a hyphen.
See, mine was emotional roller coaster,
okay.
but I'm like, that's 2 words. So yes, we're stuck with roller coaster.
yeah, everyone's
Yes.
clocking in. Everyone's bringing the receipts, which is also what we've teased or what we've heard. So
Yes,
being
most
teased.
definitely.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, thank you both
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, thank you.